first and foremost.
You've been doing this since you were 21 years old. That's been a long time.
A long time.
Is there anything that you wish you knew then that you know now?
That's a good question. I wish I would have known then how much preparation it takes to get ready to do these games and being a professional. But I think any young player would say the same thing about 10 years into their career. I wish when I was a rookie I would have known, but I wish I would have known then. I said, you don't have any idea how much work it takes to be a success in this business.
Up next, the Bucks taking on the Mavericks. For the Milwaukee Bucks, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight. Mavs, Bucks, just moments away right after this. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a fantastic start to the year for Che. He's already garnering all-star votes. I spoke with him, and he was surprised to see his name up there on the leaderboard with so many other greats. Humble as always. Guys?
Great stuff there, DA. Thank you. Truth is, Greg, Che's not the only one who's surprised.
I'll admit, I didn't think he'd get to this level this fast, but there's no denying that he's a huge difference maker for this team.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bledsoe.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with Jay, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Of course, you look at these two teams, both with strong rebounding numbers.
Kevin, we are talking about two teams who play a physical, aggressive style. There is no back down on either side. I would anticipate a rugged interior game that might lead to a little bit of chipiness right up your alley, Kevin.
Oh, don't we love these kind of games? I mean, these are a blast to call.
No doubt.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Jay, the pass to Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get a shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next. How can I be better?
Now here's Hardaway. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. For Dallas, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Brunson the bounce pass. Kleber kicks to Doncic. Lets it go from the wing. Count it. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
On his left side. Jay, guarded by Doncic, knocks it loose. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Jay, the pass to Middleton. Passes it to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in. Now here's Brunson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Hardaway. Unloads from 13. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Here's Brunson, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Brunson scanning the floor. Kleber gets to right. On the wing, Hardaway. A 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The pass to Jay. And here's Middleton, guarded by Wright. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Hardaway. Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
Now the feed to Bledsoe. Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Lopez has got 5.
Don't you love watching Brook Lopez get to that mid-range, stretch the floor with his shooting ability? Really good stuff.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Wright. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw drops for Wright. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Giannis, and there are the Bucks. Bucks with another bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team is giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Hardaway. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Lopez with the block.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And here's Brunson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Porzingis passes to Wright. Kleber kicks to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. It's to Hardaway. Fires for three. And he's good on the three ball. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
Jay, guarded by Wright.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
A platoon. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
On the floor for Dallas. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Powell is out there with Porzingis, and it's Brunson in at the point.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Cavaliers was all business. He contributed 31 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Now, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
The All-Star weekend isn't too far away, and the voting has already opened up. A lot of buzz that Jay could find his way onto that All-Star team.
And there's so many players that deserve to be named an All-Star every year, and the competition can be unforgiving. With that said, though, Jay's performances speak volumes about his impact, and I think he has a strong case to make the team.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Now here's Brunson, guarded by Bledsoe. Curry passes to Doncic. With some art, he can't get that one to fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. To the paint.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic, here we go. Over onto the Kumbo. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Jay, and he goes in for the dunk.
And one of the things you love about this team, just seeing the bench go wild when Che makes an incredible play, something that is quite common when he's on the floor.
I think, Greg, easy to see that Che is a beloved member of this team, and the way his teammates cheer for him, the reactions from the bench are priceless. And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Mavericks trail by 11. Passes to Brunson. In the corner, right with it. To stop the drought, hits the three-point bomb. Wright's got 8 points.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Jay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And so Curry will bring it up for Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shoots it. The offensive rebound. Here's Kleber. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Clock up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mavericks trail by 12. Now Brunson. Tipped away. Right with it. Now guarded by Giannis. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Curry with it. Six on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Mavericks trail by 16. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. No good again that time. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Jay. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice hit again. And it's good on the way up. Antetokounmpo's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Maverick shooting here about 46% for the game. Kleber kicks to Brunson. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he has such a great feel for what the defense is conceding, and Kristaps Porzingis makes a nice play on the inside.
And Giannis gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Brunson. Outside Curry. Kleber kicks to Porzingis. And there's the pass to Brunson. Right outside. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron...
And the Mavericks making a change here. Now, here is Hill. With 2 seconds left, and some nice defense there to end the quarter.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bucks lead by 17. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Well, Jay, great start to the season for you, and there's been a lot of talk about you making it to All-Star Weekend. Is that one of your goals?
You know, it's always a personal goal of mine, but I try not to think about, things like that during the season. I'm focusing on what the team needs, and if I happen to make an All-Star game, that's an added bonus.
Well, I don't believe you, but good luck in the second half and have fun at the weekend, guys.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Jay out there at Bledsoe, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Hardaway, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
High, arcing shot. Pushing it up. A finish. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway finds Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Dallas again missing.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here. They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Passes it to Brunson. A wide open look here for Wright. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wright's got 14 points for the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Pass to Jay. To the inside. Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Chris Middleton. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Kleber, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go with the 3. And that's collected by James.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Antetokounmpo.
And guys, in the past 10 games, he's stepped up his role in the offense in a big way. His usage rate has increased. He's finishing off a lot of possessions, and that's just how this team wants it.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Dad.
And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Well, you look at Jay, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Kleber. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Jay, the pass to Lopez. Middleton, right side. Count it, good. Middleton's got 9.
You know this, Kevin. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 Doris. Is he a point guard, a point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put him. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Curry's checked in for Dallas.
This guy is blessed with such rare athletic gifts. Eric Bledsoe leaves no doubt.
Mavericks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Porzingis. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Here's Jay, and a big-time kick right there.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Curry against Bledsoe. Curry's shot is good. 6 points for him.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Dallas. Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Goes up again, and Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 14 points.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Mavericks with the rebound. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Now he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Hardaway. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Giannis, right side. Over in the corner, Williams. Latrey. And Curry pulls it down. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The pass to Jay. A baseline Jay. The shot will not fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Over to the left wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter. Bucks leading by 21. Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Outside Hardaway. Inside, here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got 16.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
And Hardaway comes to help. Count that one. 32 points for Giannis.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Porzingis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball.
And here's that intense defensive look.
Middleton against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Jay, the pass to Bledsoe. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Quite possibly an all-star snub. Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic. Doris had a chance to be selected in his first season.
Perhaps sending a message, Kevin, with that first teenager ever to put up a 30-point triple-double. Something tells me this young man will have an all-star game appearance or two moving forward.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's Wright in at the 1. Bucks leading by 10. To the middle. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 34.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Wright. Banked in off the glass. Wright's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Jay the pass to Giannis. The shot's good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pick off in midair. Here's Jay, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. Here's Wright. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Doncic comes with a double team. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now, Wright, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Free throw good from Doncic.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Wright. Here's Brunson, and he lays it straight in. And Milwaukee has possession, leading by 12. Giannis outside. Here's Lopez, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. With it, and you have to like the way he's orchestrated their offense.
He's been a conductor out there today, keeping their offense in a flow and his teammates happy.
Down low, 4 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Mavericks trail by 14. Now here's Brunson. Inside, Kleber. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jay, the pass to Giannis. And Lopez throws it down.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer with this much room, it's over.
Dallas shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's Brunson, and that one drops. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Mavericks trail by 14. Doncic passes to Brunson. Launches a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Giannis throws it down.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Another steal. Here's Jay, and he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 18. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone.
Incredible foot speed. There are not many guys that can keep up with Eric Bledsoe in transition.
Here's Brunson. And here is Doncic. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Jay. And a strong finish with two hands.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And so here is Dallas. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Doncic floats one, and it's good on the way in. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Passes it to Middleton. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. Porzingis with the block. On the wing, Doncic. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
We are talking about a
What's up?
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning-quick reflexes by the point guard.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
Hey, this is Kenny here, man. You were phenomenal and a catalyst for this offense tonight. Talk about the responsibility of keeping everybody involved.
Truth be told, Jet, man, I'm just another cog in the machine. I know that might sound cold, but top to bottom, this roster is full of guys who make the extra pass. That gives people confidence if they do give up the ball, man, that they just might get it back. And that's what keeps everybody happy.
Man, you got an extra roster spot for me?
Come on in, bro.
Okay.
Hey, Che, your agent's here. He says he's got something for you.
Yeah, what does he want?
He said something about bonus money. I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Bonus money? All right, let's do it. What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
We love you, sir. We love you.
Hey, got a minute? Need you for some media stuff.
All right, I'll see you now.
All right.
All right. What's up, Patty?
You've come a long way from four-year college guy to top vote-getter in the All-Star game. How would you say your game has progressed?
I think a lot of it comes down to the opportunity I've been given as a member on this team. You know, this is a first-class organization, and they've done everything possible to help not just me, but everyone on this team reach their full potential. You know, they do a fantastic job here of setting the culture. And in that culture, you're supposed to keep improving, keep working on your game, and it's helped me a lot.